If you've been following me and you're wondering what is diet culture and how can I get diet culture out of my life if it's everywhere, then definitely stick around because I'm going to be talking a little bit about what diet culture is, how it shows up, and 5 ways that you can start rejecting diet culture today without any training and without the help of a professional. So first, really quickly, what even is diet culture? It is a descriptor for the fact that we live in a culture that idealizes thinness and idealizes dieting and promotes dieting more than it promotes the well-being, the mental and emotional well-being of, I don't know, all of us. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to really give a definition of diet culture, so I'm just going to point out a few of the ways that diet culture sneakily shows up in your life to give you a better idea of what it is. First and foremost, it's the fact that we're totally cool with starving ourselves for a thinner body. Let me repeat that. We starve ourselves. We literally starve a process that for our entire existence as human beings, we have tried to actively avoid starving. We choose to starve ourselves and go on extreme calorie restrictive diets in order to be thin. That is diet culture. And then not only that, we congratulate people for starving. I've talked about this in almost every single video, but isn't it kind of crazy that we say, oh my God, wow, you look so good. I bet you're so hungry. Like, we don't actually say that, but that's what you're saying. Which, by the way, I'll link below. Check out my video, Why Thinness is Not a Compliment. Diet culture is also the fact that we are absolutely terrified of normal body things like cellulite and belly fat. These are like super, super, super normal. We have been told over and over and over again and shown and convinced that you need to have this perfectly thin frame, and you just don't. It's not realistic. It's not what bodies look like. Unfortunately, we live in a culture where it is okay for you to become so obsessed with dieting and so obsessed with thinness that it is all you talk about. It is all you do is think about and talk about and plan your meals in order to make sure that you can be as small as possible. That is diet culture in a nutshell. And if you're watching this video, chances are you struggle with diet culture and you struggle with dieting and body image yourself, in which case I feel you. It is everywhere, and it is such a shame that we are put under this kind of scrutiny so frequently. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's talk about the 5 ways that you can start rejecting diet culture today so you can start to free yourself from the pressures of this thin, obsessed culture and mindset that we got going on. 1, and this one is super important, throw out or hide the diet books. I am telling you, get rid of them. I know that Flat Belly Solution and the Whole30 and the Paleo book and all of these things make you feel like you are going to one day love yourself and love your body enough to stop trying to change it. But I guarantee they're just making you feel worse about yourself. If you are struggling with your body image, you do not need a constant reminder on your bookshelf of how you don't have the body that you have been dreaming of having your entire life. How about you start to dream about the body that you do have and start to realize how amazing your body is, even if it doesn't look like what you see in the magazines and in Instagram and all these different places. The second tip is start unfollowing on Instagram. I am being totally serious here. The Fitspo, the glute workout pages, the Thinspiration, the strong not skinny, because those are even problematic, the Kardashians, all the different celebrities that you follow. If you're not actually getting anything out of these accounts and you find yourself scrolling some of these accounts and thinking, oh my gosh, I don't like my body, I need to change my body, then you need to unfollow them. Getting so wrapped up in wanting to change your body just because you see an Instagram post is not serving you. And we really need to focus on being in the present in your body and not dreaming about a future body or someone else's body or all these goals, right? How long have you been following these accounts? Has it helped? No, it's probably just made things worse. Next, you want to replace, because sometimes we go on these huge unfollow and throw out sprees and we get rid of all the books and all this stuff, and then we have nothing left and we're freaking out because we don't actually trust ourselves to feed ourselves and we don't trust ourselves to like our bodies, and then all of a sudden you want to buy another book and you're like, I don't know what to do. I will link below. I put a resource page on my website so that you guys can go buy new books. I'm talking intuitive eating, health at every size, body kindness, all of these amazing books that are going to change the way that you think about your body and change the way that you see your body and food, so that we can get this journey started and start surrounding and creating an environment of positivity and empowerment in your life. Number 4, and I know this one is going to be really tricky for a lot of you, throw out the when I lose weight clothes. You know what I'm talking about. The jeans that fit a smaller version of you. That shirt that you really haven't felt comfortable in for the past 3 years, but used to be your favorite shirt and you're just waiting for the day that you can fit into it again. All of it. Get rid of it. Down to belts, down to shoes. Get rid of everything. Donate it to Goodwill. Give it to someone else. These clothes are not helping your body image and they are not helping your confidence. The problem with keeping these clothes around and keeping these things that represent an old version of our bodies is that you cannot be guaranteed that you are ever going to get an old version of your body back, nor should you want an old version of your body back. Why would we want an old version of your body back when you are doing so much amazing, beautiful work in your life and becomes more confident and loving and brilliant and wise every single day? Why do you want to fit into clothes that you wore when you were in your early 20s? Bodies change. That is normal. Buy clothes that make you feel confident in your body right now. You cannot guarantee 6 months, a year, or X number of pounds from now. You can only start to work on yourself right in this moment. And number 5, and this one is a real kicker and a one that tends to be a big aha moment for a lot of my clients. Stop talking about good or bad foods. Get good or bad when it comes to food out of your vocabulary entirely, unless you are describing the taste of food. Saying that one food is bad and another food is good puts judgment on you every single time you make a choice about what you're going to eat. So if you eat a bad food, does that make you bad now? And if you eat a good food, does that make you good now? And what is that actually doing for us? How is labeling our foods making us any healthier? It's not. It's only making us feel guilty. Taking that label off of it entirely allows you to experience the joy and the freedom from just eating food and not talking about what you should and shouldn't be eating so damn much. And the minute you start to catch yourself describing food as good or bad is the minute you're gonna realize how much judgment we put on ourselves. You're gonna hear your friends say, oh, I shouldn't have this, or oh, this is bad, or oh, I was so bad last night, I ate so much bad food. And you're gonna realize how sad it is when we talk like this. It doesn't feel good, so why do we do it? Why do we like to relate on things that make us feel terrible about ourselves? So I would really encourage you to start noticing and taking these words out of your vocabulary. I promise it's possible. As soon as I started noticing it, it was like this light bulb went off and all of a sudden everything started to really be put in perspective for me, and you're gonna start to hear it everywhere. So if this has happened for you, or if this is something that you wanna try, definitely let me know in the comments below. Please let me know what's going on with you guys. I would love to keep up and just be on this journey with you. Also, go to my website, whitneycatalano.com, and subscribe to my newsletter to hear more about my diet recovery process and to get personalized tips and tricks that I don't share anywhere else on the internet. So you definitely want to go check that out. And then make sure to like, comment, and subscribe below. And then I put all the links in the description for the things that I've talked about in this video. Okay, I am going to go now. Goodbye.